All right, in this video, we're going to take a look at using those gestures that we just manipulated and use the text edit application to get the most out of our gestures. Let's take a look. So the first thing that I'll do, I'm going to go to my keyboard tray and expand the functional buttons here, and I'll press the button to open all my applications. The other way that you could get to the application that I'm about to demonstrate is to just go to Finder and click Applications, and then locate the applications by pressing the letter that the application name starts with. In this case, we're going to use text edit. So if I press T, it takes me to the applications that begin with the letter T. If I type TE, it would, take me to the TE applications, assuming I had a whole bunch of applications that began with the letter T. In this case, I'm going to get to my applications by pressing the application button. It's those 6 squares. And I'll come up here to search, and we're going to look for text edit. So if I type the word text, it just finds the application right away. So if I click on that, the application opens. If you notice the left-hand side of my toolbar, text edit is active. If I click outside of that, like if I click on the desktop, Finder becomes the active application. And Finder is just the basic application that's always running on your computer. So from here, I can do things like click the Apple and look at my system preferences and find out more about the Mac, what version of the operating system I'm running, how much memory is installed, all this good stuff. The application that I want to work with, I can either click here in this window, and you'll see that text edit becomes active, or I can just click the icon to make that application active. So let's open a few documents. We're going to open 3 documents in total. The first one, I'll just type hello world. Now I want to open another document. So there's a few ways I can do that. I can come here to File, New. That opens a new document for me. And I'll say, hello to you, exclamation mark. I want to open one more document, and I invite you to follow along with me on this so that we can play around with desktops. Another way to open a document in text edit, not that you'll use this application all that often for writing, you'll probably use Google Docs for the most part, but this is just to get your mind around how to open several instances of an application and use some of those gestures that we set up in the previous video. So I can say open, and if I had a document that already existed, I could open it in this way, or I can actually create a new document from this window. So I just wanted you to see that some options exist. So let's open a new document, and that'll be our 3rd instance of text edit documents. And then we'll say something like, this is fun. Okay, so the first gesture that we want to look at is the app expose gesture. And if you recall from the previous video where we looked at setting up gestures, I'm going to take 4 fingers and turn it into a rake, essentially, and pull down with those while I have text edit active. So if I pull down, you'll see that I have 1, 2, and 3 instances open. And I can even open other instances of text edit documents that aren't even currently open, which is kind of cool. So to get out of that, you can just swipe up with 4 fingers to get back to the main screen, or you can just click the desktop. So from here, let's spread these 3 documents out into their own desktop. So first, I'm going to scroll forward with 4 fingers. And this is the mission control option. The other thing I could do is go over to my keyboard and press the mission control button. So you see that I have 2 desktops currently active. I'll hit the plus sign 3 times to open up some more desktops. And from the main window here, we can drag these instances of text edit to their very own desktop. And let's go to the furthest one, the 4th desktop. Now, with my 4 fingers, I can swipe between all of my desktops. This is the primary desktop. And if I go back to that mission control button, I can see that I'm on desktop number 1. So let's go over to desktop number 2. and pretend that we want to bring these two instances of text edit into this primary window here, our second desktop. So to do that, let's go down to the text edit application and use our alternate click button. So with two fingers to get our submenu to pop up and go over to options. From there, we're going to select this desktop. What that will do is bring every instance of text edit to this one desktop. So if I click that, you'll see that all three instances of text edit now live on desktop number 2. So another really cool trick that you can do here in text edit, and there's a lot of other Mac type applications where you can do stuff like this. Let's combine them all. So it's just one instance of text edit with tabs of our 3 documents going. So to do that, we go to Window and select Merge All Windows. So now all 3 of our documents are in one instance of text edit on a secondary desktop. That's pretty cool. So now I can click each tab and find the document that I like. If you want to change the name so it's not 3 untitled documents, you can just go to Save the Document and give it a name. So we'll call this one Test Doc 1 and then hit Enter. And so you see that the tab changed to reflect the name of the file. And here you go. So if you wanted to, you can bring the tabs out to have those 3 instances of the application once again. So just for fun, let's go to our primary desktop. So desktop number 1. And we'll close desktop number 2. And look what that did. It brought all those applications into the primary desktop. It did that because it was the desktop to the right. So it brought everything over because I closed the closest desktop. If you wanted to close all of your desktops, it would just bring all of the applications onto that one singular primary desktop. So I hope that was fun for you and you're starting to get the hang of using gestures to create some new workflows on your Mac.